Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching. By law, I have to tell you that this is for entertainment purposes only. All videos are property of Psychic Liz Cross, LLC. Thank you.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me at Psychic Medium Liz Cross with Mr. Reality. And I'm wanted to get to the bottom of a couple of things. There have been some maybe reports that people did something and other people say that they didn't do something. So I thought we'd ask directly from the people that are accused of doing something in this lifetime to exit from the airplane. Did they or didn't they? This is a little short probe that we'll do. We don't have time to go in depth with all of them, but I wonder if we could bring forth Kurt Cobain and ask, did you or didn't you?
Did you exit the Earth plane willingly? Yes. And was it by your own hands? No.
Who was it?
No.
So, so what happened in that situation?
He was killed by a female.
There have been some reports that your female wife paid for this to happen, like it was a hit job, and you didn't really have enough to do this to yourself. So, I mean, we say it's a conscious decision, or Liz Cross says it's a conscious decision. So it's neither here nor there at this point, but you contracted to exit the Earth plane, but didn't do it by your own hand. What happened? And what's the relationship like? How did you feel about that?
He was passed out um through drugs and alcohol. Okay? Pulled the trigger with his hand. He was passed out.
That's dark. Why
Yeah.
contract to go out like that?
Oh, well, they do that in the lifetime all the time. Um, he says that she will be leaving the earth plane in the same way.
Who will be the one pulling the trigger then?
She will. She will
Hmm.
pull the trigger on herself.
All right. Well, thank you, Kurt. We'll come back to you another time. I want to move on to Phil Schneider. I'm sorry, Vince Foster is another one. If we could,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to, this is like someone that has been Vince
Mm-hmm.
Foster. Did he really pull the trigger, or did someone else pull the trigger for him?
Oh Lord, you're opening up a whole can of worms today. You're gonna have these Clintons coming after me. Oh my God. Um, he didn't pull the trigger. It was a hit job.
What was that situation like?
Awful. He knew he was being followed and he was set up. Wow.
All right, here's another one. George Reeves, allegedly Superman, the one of the early Supermen. There's been some thoughts of whether or not you had an early exit from the airplane
Did you? He did.
by your own hand.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll come back to you another time. The next one is a popular request, Bob Crane from Hogan's Heroes, and you're had a very salacious end of life experience. You can read about that online, but I wondered if we could ask Bob Crane what were the circumstances surrounding your exit?
He did not do it. He
Who
was
done did
killed.
it? Why?
Why? I feel it was domestic.
It was a seedy happening there. Yeah. So
I I don't know anything about this. I don't even know. I
you
never
don't watch
watched.
Hogan's Heroes?
No, I
Oh,
never
come on.
watched it.
I still enjoy
No.
Hogan's Heroes, even though Bob Crane had a strange exit from the airplane. Then, so we contracted in for that. What did Karmic waits for to do that?
Well, he wanted to do that as far as like the contract was concerned, um, because it was so controversial. But again, this is a tit for tat situation, like the Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love kind of thing.
No, we didn't say Courtney Love. We don't say that. But thanks, Bob.
Oh,
The next one is Anthony Bourdain, famed vagabond, maybe cooker, maybe chef, who knows, but had a show
oh,
on CNN and passed away from mysterious circumstances.
did you? He did.
It was by his own design and hand.
Yes, he had screwed up his relationship and he saw that he was just nothing more in his personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions than a screw up. And he just, look, he had a lot of compulsive behavior and he couldn't find a way out of it. So he says, yes, he did.
Huh.
Hmm.
Michael Hastings wrapped himself around a tree, and we've always wondered, was that car hijacked? And did you actually intend to drive yourself into a tree, or was that the car's doing?
Wow. Michael Hastings. No, it was an accident.
It was an accident, that's true, but was the car hijacked in order for you to drive into the tree, or were
No,
you were just inebriated, or was it intentionally?
fell asleep.
Huh. Okay.
Hmm.
How does he feel about exiting the airplane in that way?
He's okay.
Hmm. Here's another one which was popular. Anne Heche uh, was witnessed as coming to as they wheeled her out of the crash scene that ended her life. Was she poisoned in some way? What happened there?
No, she wasn't poisoned. That was her fault.
What were the circumstances? What was the reason for that exit?
It was time to go.
It wasn't really though.
Hmm. She always leaves her lifetimes early.
How many
Hmm.
incarnations has she had?
300.
What's the benefit of leaving early?
You don't have to stick around and put up with this crap, is what she said.
I guess that's true. I think we've done this one before, but since we're here, we're going to ask Marilyn Monroe, was this by your own hand or someone else's design?
No, she was killed.
And here's another
CIA.
one. Phil Schneider. Phil Schneider, where is he?
Hmm.
I think you've done this one before. He came out and talked about a lot of things that the government was doing, underground bases, lost his hand, he said, in a fight, a shootout with ETs. Looking at Phil Schneider, if it was a voluntary exit from the airplane or other forces.
It was voluntary.
What was going on?
He was very mentally disturbed. Could
From,
not control the voices in his head.
okay, where'd those come from? Now that he's over there.
Um, Different parts of his consciousness. He also believed that certain parts of his body were very consciously, or yeah, consciously aware, and were also submitting opinions and voices that, I mean, they were telling him to do things that he didn't want to do, and it was just the easier path. He was scared he was going to hurt someone.
How about this one?
Oh, no, no, he wasn't killed.
Okay. And was he depressed? Was it an accident?
Were you depressed? Um, he was very, he says, very delusional. about his world, the world he lived in. Um, Nothing made sense anymore, so he was glad to go. Was it really yeah, it was really a heart issue.
Uh, Here is, let's see, Chandra Levy, who had a relationship with a Congressman, Gary Condit, and she went missing and her remains were found. Uh, was this by her own hand or a mistake?
No, she was murdered.
Okay. Why contract that in?
Well, they're soulmates. And he has done this before in other lifetimes. He tries to control her. There's something about these two. He really wants to control her. He wants to control her feelings, her thoughts. Um, he is, he's the one that did it.
And thank you, Chandra. The next one, Deborah Jeane Palfrey, or the DC Madam, passed away in 2008. Um, was
Hmm?
this by her own hand or something more nefarious?
Is this by your own hand? No, she was killed.
Have the suspects ever been caught?
No, that was a hit job.
Hmm. And finally, let's move on to John McAfee. If you have McAfee, I'm sure you can get a 20% discount on your computer now and never be able to uninstall it. Was this by his own hand? He said publicly on Twitter, I will never ever. And yet,
He did.
he did.
Mm-hmm. He did.
Why?
He couldn't see any way out. But it was also revenge and spite and to create the hysteria that would make a lot of people suspect that the government had done it. It was really done out of revenge.
Hmm. Well, thanks, John McAfee. Thanks, Liz Cross. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate it. I hope we've gotten to the bottom of that quickly, and we'll do some more deep probes next time we have time.
Yeah, and if
Happy
Liz goes
holidays.
missing, yeah, and if Liz goes missing, it's because of the Clintons.
Blame me.
Oh my God.